I think at this point we can pretty much all agree that TikTok is probably one of the worst things to ever happen to society ever. Now you best believe it's done a lot of good. Just like all things in the technological realm, it does a lot of good, but there's always going to be some downsides and things that happen on the back end that we really just did not see coming or expect. Yeah, TikTok is, good lord, TikTok. There's so much crap that TikTok has done and so much crap that it's doing now that is just gonna destroy the masses in like future generations. It's honestly insane. Uh, let's just hop straight into this video. This video is by, I think his name is Arpature. I'll probably link him in the description or something like that. It's called TikTok is causing a mass psychosis. This is actually the first time I'm seeing this, so hopefully this is good. I'm actually gonna give my first reaction and commentary here, so let's get right into this.
In June 2019, Kirsten Muller-Wahl, a psychiatrist at Hanover Medical School and head of its Tourette's outpatient department, noticed unusual symptoms in her new set of patients. To begin with, all of them were teenagers, and they were suffering from sudden and uncontrollable tics. Even though none of them had any history of the condition, they were all shouting different kinds of obscenities. Muller-Wahl consulted her tight-knit group of global Tourette researchers and found out that her newest patients were not unique. It seemed that a shift in patients and symptoms was happening all over the world, and what was even more surprising was that it was happening at the same time. But what really puzzled Muller-Wahl was that most were repeatedly shouting the same phrase: "You are ugly." As it turned out, this phrase was the key to understanding this strange spike in cases. 4 months before the mysterious global outbreak, a 20-year-old German suffering from Tourette's named Jim Zimmerman launched a YouTube channel and a TikTok page detailing what it's like to live with his condition. He immediately became a social media sensation, gathering more than 2 million subscribers on YouTube and millions of views on TikTok, where he shows his viewers how his condition can force him to blurt obscene words or experience uncontrollable tics and convulsions. Zimmerman had the tendency to blurt out the phrase, "You are ugly," one that he shared with all new-style patients suddenly appearing all over the world. After making this connection, researchers found that all the patients who suddenly claimed to have tics were also fans of Zimmerman. When Muller-Wahl confronted her distressed patients and told them that none of them actually had Tourette's, most of them recovered immediately. But despite their recoveries, this case presented researchers with an unprecedented psychological mystery, showing how imagined symptoms can spread purely from TikTok videos. While these teenagers didn't suffer from Zimmerman's condition, something triggered their minds to believe that they did, and all of a sudden, all of them simultaneously and independently developed these TikTok tics. With TikTok becoming one of the most used social media apps today, it's becoming even more important to consider: could TikTok be causing a mass psychosis?
Yeah.
Before you answer that, I want to take a mass psychogenic illness, or MPI, also known as mass sociogenic illness, is a real occurrence where a group of people starts feeling real physical symptoms at the same time, even though there's no physical or environmental reason for them to be sick. The dancing plagues of the Middle Ages were probably the most bizarre form of MPI. In July 1518, residents of the city Strasbourg were struck by an uncontrollable urge to dance. It started with one woman stepping into the street and dancing for nearly a week before she was joined by 36 others who also seemed to have the same uncontrollable urge. The town then hired musicians to provide backing music, which only worsened the situation as more people joined in. It wasn't long before the marathon started to take its toll. By August, the dancing plague had 400 people in its clutches, with 100 of them dancing themselves to death. More recent but less dramatic cases include a boarding school in Mexico.
I'm not gonna lie, bruh. It never ceases to amaze me how malleable some people's minds are. Like, that is like some like NPC type stuff. Bro, you have to admit, everyone starts dancing, so you're just gonna hop in and start dancing until you die? Bro, like, how do you not think in your head, okay, first of all, why is everyone dancing? Why is everyone dancing for so long? I haven't eaten in days, I haven't drinking in days, let me stop. No, I'm just gonna keep dancing until I die. Like, bro, that is weird. That is not like normal human behavior. That is like, that is like the program glitching out.
Where a student developed leg pain and paralysis. Soon after, hundreds of their schoolmates began experiencing the same symptoms. In East Africa, 3 girls who started laughing uncontrollably managed to infect over 100 other students, forcing their school to close down. The triggers for mass psychogenic illnesses cannot be entirely isolated. but they can easily spread among people who share the same anxieties, fears, and sense of community. This is what makes the TikTok tics an even more intriguing study. TikTok rapidly gained popularity during the pandemic as a trendy dance video and crazy challenge app. But since then, it has established itself as the world's most popular app, with nearly 3 times as many users as Twitter. A recent study even found that it has dethroned Google as the most popular domain in 2021, with most of its visitors using the app as a primary search and discovery platform.
Damn.
With over 1 billion active monthly users who spend an average of 95 minutes a day using the app, it has become more important than ever to understand what kind of effects TikTok has on our brains. While the effects of social media on our mental state have been a topic of debate for the past decade, the emergence of TikTok is different. It allows users to watch an unlimited stream of new content, observe trends rise and fall daily, and find something new with each swipe. Because the videos are often extremely short, the user can quickly decide whether to continue watching or move on to something more interesting. This constant stream of information can narrow and exhaust our attention span over time, limit our concentration, and affect our short-term memory. TikTok places a constant focus for content to be delivered in 60 seconds or less, making anything longer feel like it's a waste of our time. Some users have reported that they don't even have the patience to watch 10-minute videos on YouTube anymore, even when the topic interests them. This reduction in our attention spans can come from a variety of risk factors, such as poor academic performance, communication struggles, social isolation, relationship difficulties, stress, and anxiety. A recent study conducted by Curtin University in Australia has shown that the heavy use of social media can lead to problematic mental health consequences, especially for people with lower attention spans. Which brings us back to the TikTok tics. This curious Tourette's case was the first form of social media-induced sociogenic illness. In addition to the teenagers in Germany, about 50 patients across the globe presented the same symptoms, which demonstrates the domino effect of our social media landscape. Constant exposure can lead to low attention spans in those that never had the issue before, which can lead to psychological illnesses, which can, in turn, spread imagined conditions around the world, in a way that we never even dreamt of before the age of the internet. According to TikTok, videos tagged with the hashtag Tourette's have been viewed more than 5 billion times. The unexpected appeal of these videos among teenagers can be attributed to a need to stand out or be different. But the truth is, videos like these also provide a sense of community, acceptance, sympathy, and validation, which all seem to be present in patients suffering from
Tourette's is such a rare, like, how do you call it? Mental disorder, disease, whatever you would like to call it. You really got to think about this. Like, you've probably never met anyone in your life who had like real Tourette's. I think I met maybe one in my entire life, like ever. Like, so 5 billion people on TikTok, all having Tourette's. No, they're doing it for attention, most of them. Now, there are definitely real people on TikTok who have Tourette's. And you know what I mean? It's like, it's kind of crazy that it's kind of crazy what some people will do just for attention. And it genuinely blows my mind because there's been a lot of creators who've gotten exposed for having fake ailments to get views and things of that nature. And it's like, bro, just like, how hard is it to like, just like, I don't know, think of something slightly creative, like a skit, a joke. You could do one of those goofy ass dances. Like, you don't have to be a damn philosopher or scholar like myself. But no, but seriously, like, I don't understand why people feel the need to like have a fake disability just for some clout. Like, it doesn't make any sense.
MPI. Even though Zimmerman's intentions were to show his followers what it's like living with Tourette's, it also validated violating social conventions and gave proof to young, impressionable viewers that the more disruptive you are, the more viral you'll go.
Yeah,
This
pretty
is the
much.
basic concept behind TikTok. The whole idea is to promote videos that can go viral in an instant and push young content creators to produce similar content. That's why the first thing you see
If you want to go viral on TikTok, you just have to be unique. Stop trying to follow what all these other stupid idiots try to do. Not saying everyone's a stupid. Hold on, that came out wrong. Hold on, let me rephrase that. A lot of these like followers who just try to follow trends and stuff like that tend to do. Don't follow them. Do your own thing. Be your own person. Think for yourself. Then people will follow you. Like, that's literally what's gonna happen. Do you have any idea how many TikTok videos I've made that I've seen people literally just copy and paste and try to act like it came out of their own mind? No, it didn't. Because I was like, I know because a lot of the ideas I've created on TikTok were literally just like out of my own brain, just like thinking. So I know like, okay, yeah, this person made this video after they saw mine. So And then once you become like once you really open your creative side, you'll start to notice like a lot of people start like hopping on your bandwagon. Now you might not get credit for it, which kind of sucks, but it is what it is. That's just the internet world, right?
See, when you open
Just think for yourself, do your own thing, be unique, and you'll blow up.
the app is the For You page, where short videos that are carefully selected to grab your attention are displayed. It's why the video's on autoplay and shown in an endless scroll, and there's no signalization of progress or duration of the experience. All these features are intentionally designed to grab and keep the attention of young users for as long as possible, and urge them to create similar content if they want to get that attention for themselves. In a recent interview, comedian Andrew Scholes talked about how TikTok's algorithm promotes useless content in the West, but shows entirely different content centered around innovation, architecture, and science in China. Like Scholes, many argue that TikTok is intentionally making people dumb by manipulating user behavior and pushing mindless content on its.
TikTok will show you what it knows you will engage with the most. If it's something that's gonna piss you off and they know you're gonna make some angry comment, they're gonna keep showing you that type of stuff. Something that's gonna make you laugh and you're gonna comment and like it, they're gonna keep showing you that stuff. If it's stuff that just makes you swipe right away and say not interested, they're not gonna show it to you anymore. If your For You page is filled up with like half naked women shaking booty, first of all, you have a problem. You need to get that figured out. But yeah, it's gonna keep showing you that because that's what you're interacting with the most. I stay away from all that crap. Everything on my For You page is very intellectually based, if you will. I have a lot of like Sigma male content on there as well for some reason. Even though I don't know, the Sigma thing is kind of lit to me. I'm not gonna lie, the Sigma thing is kind of lit. Like let's keep it 100. The Sigma thing is pretty awesome. But yeah, it's gonna show you whatever you interact with the most and whatever is gonna increase your watch time. That's just how the For You page works. If you don't want to keep seeing the stuff that you see on your For You page, just stop watching it so much. Don't interact with it. Click not interested. Don't like it. Like don't watch it. Anything. Like stay away from it entirely, and eventually it'll stop showing you that type of stuff. But you have to interact with the type of content that you do want to see on there more.
Impressionable young viewers. To that point, TikTok trends have included things like the Blackout Challenge, where children were tasked with holding their breath until they fainted, the Penny Challenge, encouraging kids to push pennies behind partially plugged phone chargers, which could have dangerous results, and the Tooth File Challenge, where young users were causing permanent damage to their teeth just for some of that desired attention.
I'm not gonna lie, you might as well name all these challenges the NPC challenges. How do you not know this is gonna screw you over? These people look like they're like in college. If they're like in middle school or elementary school, it's like okay, this is like an actual problem, like because these kids can't think for themselves. But even so, like the TikTok's algorithm should know that this is a kid. Why are they showing it to them in the first place if they're a child? But if you're in college and you're filing your teeth down, like what are you doing? You're 25 years old and you know that you don't know it's a bad idea to file your teeth or hold your breath until you pass out. Come on. Like this is the type of stuff we got to take responsibility for our own actions. Like you can't blame TikTok for you filing your teeth down. Come on now.
The more these videos went viral, the more content creators saw it as an opportunity to gain traction on the platform. This in itself feeds the vicious cycle of harmful content that leads to illnesses similar to the TikTok tics and other mental disorders. Today, TikTok is being looked at in a number of US states to determine its influence on its young users' mental health. According to Dr. David Barnhart, clinical mental health counselor at Behavioral Sciences of Alabama, all social media platforms impact how a person views themselves, but because of TikTok's rapid-fire influx of content, users are exposed to dozens of videos within minutes, which makes the effect much more devastating than other platforms. Users can easily become addicted to the app and may seek constant stimulation as a result. This constant stimulation increases stress and anxiety levels, especially with numerous videos that fuel body dissatisfaction, appearance-related anxiety, and much more. Mental health professionals have reported seeing a number of younger patients who spend considerable time on TikTok, claiming to have severe mental health conditions such as schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. And the main issue with such claims is that more exposure to targeted content can influence teenagers to misdiagnose themselves with a mental illness without consulting a professional, only because they can relate to some of the symptoms of a TikTok influencer they follow. Just like the TikTok tics case, young adults who self-diagnose can also do so from a desire to feel like they're part of a community, or to rebel against social constructs, and in the process, they can genuinely believe that they suffer from a specific illness, even when they don't. The flip side to all of this is that there are several positives that can come from highlighting mental health issues online. The sense of community, which can be harmful in some cases, can also be helpful in normalizing these conditions and sending the message that people aren't alone. Young people suffering from their own issues can come together and support each other with helpful tips on how to deal with depression, anxiety, and other hurdles in their daily life. Videos discussing mental health get millions of views on TikTok every day and draw people to symptoms that some people may not have realized were an issue. This can spur people into action and encourage them to seek help. As with all things, there are positives and negatives, which is why experts don't believe that deleting TikTok is the answer. Instead,
Here's the thing about TikTok. You just never know what you're going to see. You can't really pick out what exactly you're going to see. Like, for example, if you're in the fitness realm, eventually there's going to be a few like pro drug abuse as like TikToks you see on there, pretty much like pro steroids, pro HGH, stuff like that. Eventually you're gonna see it. And I'm not gonna lie, the way that they market like taking these drugs, in some cases, it's like it's so seductive. Like if I was like still in like the fitness realm when I was like in high school, because I was really into lifting in high school, it would have attracted me. Now, luckily, I never knew anyone who could actually get me that type of stuff. Luckily, because if TikTok was around back then when I was like an insecure teenager lifting weights and crap, I probably would have ended up doing some crap. Just being honest. And that's where TikTok can become an issue, right?
regulating and monitoring time spent on the app is key. Otherwise, the social media fueled mental health crisis is only going to get worse. The age of the internet has definitely brought out a whole new dimension of concerns that we should worry about. But TikTok itself has changed the online world. It's a cultural phenomenon with a superior algorithm that is unmatched by its social media rivals. It's built to ruthlessly and aggressively collect your data, and constantly feed you content that's for you. Content that could change the direction of your life, warp your perceptions of the world around you, and even cause mass psychogenic illnesses worldwide. MPIs have existed for hundreds of years, and yet a lot of the reasons why they happen remain a mystery. But what we can learn from the TikTok ticks case is that we're now entering a new era of social media-induced sociogenic psychosis, and apps like TikTok have more control and power over our youth than we thought. The best predictor of future behavior is previous behavior, and based on what we already know, we've most likely not seen the last of social media-induced psychological illnesses. For now, at least you had the patience to watch this entire video. Thanks for not swiping to check out the latest escalator dance clips or watch a guy deep cleaning a horse's hoof.
Bro, that dude. Dude, TikTok. Oh my goodness, bro. I don't know. I really don't know what could be done about that app, if I'm being 100% honest. I know Trump said he wanted to ban it. He never got around to it. Joe Biden claims that he wants to ban it. I don't even think Joe Biden knows what plan he's on. I don't think Joe Biden knows what the frick is going on. I think damn Obama is like behind the scenes just puppeting Biden. Like I don't think Biden is just like a damn puppet on a string at this point. He doesn't know what's happening. But anywho, yeah, TikTok, bro. The best thing you can do is probably at least take like I don't know 2 weeks off of TikTok. And that's for everyone watching this video. Unless you're like already like you aren't on there every single day. If you're on there every day, you need to take at least a 2 week break, bro, just to let your mind like reset pretty much. That crap will destroy your damn brain. I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. Like, but I don't know. Yeah, all social media is bad for you in some way, shape, or form. TikTok actually might be the worst now at this point in time. At one point in time, I thought it was Instagram, but TikTok is slowly starting to take that over. Actually, it's starting to take it over pretty fast. Let me rephrase that. It's starting to take over that film of that realm of toxicity at an alarming rate. Okay. But anyway, I hope you all liked that video.